Let's play Karnov's Revenge. First matchup, Lumiahma the Snow Wolverine versus Fraeon. So Fraeon's way and Lumiahma on screen will be referring to them as Lumiahma and Fraeon. Karnov coming in with the balloon and gets countered. Now this is one of the things that you wanna look out for. The Ryu's wheel kick, a Ray's wheel kick to be more accurate. Ray is one of these characters who has a very good move in that wheel kick. The trick with the wheel kick is, especially against Karnov, is to time it correctly, since Karnov does have some invulnerability at the start of that floating balloon attack. You can counter it with the wheel kick, but you have to time it correctly. Wheel kick is so good that if Ryoko the worst character would have wheel kick, she'd be top tier. Wheel kick is very fast, it's very safe, it reaches really high and it does good damage. It's a really good move, and there we see a throw out of a whiffed wheel kick into a huge connection there. But the balloon is a nice tool in Karnov's arsenal. Oh, and a DDT, that's a wrestling move if I ever saw one. And a boyoing, that's a stun into a combo, and Lumiahma takes a W. Both players with a W here. Karnov with a W. Did I say both players are with a win? Oh, I did. That was a mistake. Lumiahma is one up. I wonder why I said that. It doesn't matter. Let's get to the second round. GG coins there. Starting off with a couple of wheel kicks, but Karnov staying close to the ground and bringing the smackdown here. I mean, yeah. Dynamite connecting. And that's an immediate stun. As you see, it's a game where the damage output is just out of this world. All of these attacks hit so hard. Just a wheel kick or the dynamite, Dy-Dy-Dy-Dynamite it'll just out and murder you. And that wheel kick was too early for the balloon there. And a countered wheel kick. Karnov is low but gets the stun in, gets the combo in. And Lumiahma takes the W here. Good round, working on that last pixel of health, no less. Karnov wins. One more, Lumiahma on match point. Dynamite connecting. That's Karnov's throw. And a balloon in the corner. Difficult situation to get out of. Fighting out of the corner. Gets out with a wheel kick cross up. So now all even. It's either or when you're playing against Karnov. He's gonna be doing balloons, especially against you in the corner. Or they will go down. Hey, Mukku, you said earlier that you will only be using the highlight. Yeah, you have a lot of channel points. Is the game audio a little low, or is it just me? The game audio might be a little low. It's kind of high on my earphones, so let me just turn down my earphones a little bit and bump up the volume for you. Let's get rid of that beehive sound. So it should be a tad higher for you. Just let me know if it's still too low, and I'll raise it up. I mean, we can get it much louder if need be. But that's the first match done and done with. Next up, it's gonna be Farword's Clown and Universal Quantifier's Matlock. So let's see what the tournament organizer brings to the game. And of course, we are waiting for Mukku's match. We'll see if there are any upsets here today, or whether we are gonna see Mukku and Universal Quantifier in the finals. Can we have a bracket on chat? You couldn't link it. Oh yeah, it's just exclamation bracket. So the bot will know the command bracket. Links are not allowed. Basically because there's a lot of botting on Twitch. And usually it's just random porn sites or, you know, pay-to-view porn stuff. And I mean, I've got nothing against adult entertainment and willing adults viewing said adult entertainment, but I don't want to have it advertised on my stream, especially if they're not paying me. So I had to disable links. So linking is not allowed. But I don't want to be famous. Yeah, I mean, I did see that Twitch set up a hot tubs, beaches, and semi-nudity category, and you know I am pretty manly, so who knows? Maybe I would be famous after a hot tub stream or pool stream or what have you. Pools, hot tubs and beaches was the category. So yeah, disregarding that kappa there and, you know, thinking of fame and fortune. Fame and fortune, but let's get to the second match. It's Universal Quantifier versus Farword. And we are gonna see quite a few projectiles, but Clown also has that air attack countered. Clown can work at a distance and can rush in. Also is the master of, well, pretty annoying sound effects. Hope the game audio is okay. Clown, easy looking win for Farword. That was a fast round with a strong win there. Let's see what Universal Quantifier changes, because Universal Quantifier is one of these players who will change up their gameplay if they take a loss. He's a very adaptable player. Of course, I know the player personally, but if there's one thing to say about him, aside from hosting and organizing tournaments, is that he will see how his opponent is playing and then adapt accordingly. So let's see. Overhead kicks at least are a new tool. We see some weak points flashing. Spinning wave spam in the corner, followed up by the headbutt into a stun. Nice, and that's gonna be a two-kick combo into an overhead spin. That's 4 hits and big damage. 1-1, come on. Matlock. Every time I see the name Matlock, I keep thinking of that old lawyer detective kind of character. Whoever was the... it used to be on Finnish TV a while ago. Always, you know, when I hear Matlock's name, I don't think of a punk rocker. I think of an old dude in a suit. Unfortunate when it comes to fighting games, I know, but them's the breaks. Clown in trouble here in the corner. You made that same Matlock joke 10 years ago when I wrote the SRK wiki guide for this character. Yeah, I mean, it's the Matlock joke if you've been watching Finnish TV way back in the day. I don't think that Matlock, this series, is as well known around the world. It's just that Finns used to watch it for whatever crazy reason. It used to be popular in Finland. And there we go. Matlock takes the W. Matlock takes the W. Abe Simpson. Yeah. Clown goes down Universal Quantifier with W. Come on, Farword. It was close. It was really close. The second round was really good. Smacked back into the corner. And then those mix-ups in the corner. Going high, going low, and then doing projectiles. Hard corner play to get out of. Really hard to defend against that. And that's an overhead, obviously, since it says overhead kick. And just getting stunned. Mukku, you are regretting your highlight decision. If you wanna rescind your decision, I forgive you. That's a lot of points, and I'm happy to see people get some use out of the channel points. That's a positive thing. My nose is itching. It usually does when I stream. Maybe I'm allergic to losing in fighting games. Anyways, let's keep watching the action here. Quite a bit of overhead kicking. It's hard to judge against Matlock when to block high against that overhead kick. And if you block high, he's gonna sweep under you. So mind games character. And a nice sweep. Nice sweep to end the match with. This is the highlight of your night. Yeah, 100 points well spent. And the spinning kick takes it for Universal Quantifier. Well played there. Alright, Tuskis, Lord Tuskis, you are up next. Have a GG. You're gonna play against Mukku, our highlighter of the evening. Also have a GG. It's gonna be a tough match. Hope you have a good fight. You guys are up next. Let's see. Yeah, Mukku is ready for the match. Tuskis is in the room. Match is coming up in just a second. A little time for me to hydrate here. Yep. Throat feels much better. Tuskis versus Mukku coming up. Let's pick up the action from the character select screen. Zazie on the left and Jean on the right. Has to be a French pronunciation of the name, so it's Jean. has to be. So the dude with the rose, Jean. The Rastafari, or the Rasta head is Sassy. Yeah. Timeout character select. Well, this is gonna be exciting, let's go. You'll notice that Zazie has a, well, Street Fighter style 100 palm slap kind of move. It comes out very fast. It doesn't do 6 hits. But you can get a couple hit combo out of it. Jean also has a similar attack. Both come out really fast. And then of course, Jean with a regular projectile attack. You'll notice the weak point system in the game. If you keep punching an opponent high to the head or low to the ground, you will be able to break a piece of armor, and the character will take additional damage off of that weak spot. So there is a weak spot system in the game. It rewards offensive action. Mukku with a W, taking down Tuskis. Let's go Tuskis, fight back. Get in and do your damage. Nice dash under that fireball, but no damage off of it. Messy Birdie, welcome to the stream, happy to have you here. Hope your streams have been going well. I saw you online the last you were streaming, but I wasn't able to join you, sorry about that. But I hope you've been having a good time. You play some fun games. Mukku is gonna win again. Mukku is a strong contender. Farword with the highlight on the chat. Yeah, regulars with a lot of channel points. Remember to save some channel points for the finals winner vote. That'll give you a lot of highlight points, hopefully. Because I will have a vote for the winners finals winner, or the grand tournament finals winner. So at the very end of it, there's gonna be an opportunity to spend all of your hard-earned points. But I'm happy to see some usage out of the points. Highlight only chat. Well, that's new. That's new. It's not like I wouldn't read your comments anyway, but I'm happy to have it there. Right. Low sweep, and Mukku is able to relieve some of that pressure, battling out of that corner. But has to block quite a bit down low. Tuskis is not one to jump in, so Mukku's strong anti-air play is pretty much of no use. Well, there we see a jumping in kick, but it's a very low kick, not a floating high kick. So Tuskis prefers to stay down on the ground. Gets the stun in and gets the W in. Well played there. Let's go, Tuskis. Let's go. You can do it. I know you can. Combat the Tuskis, son. Super fire not going through, blocked and punished. How about a third? Nope. 3 slaps, and with a jump in, immediately punished. Jean has a very good anti-air move. Fast to come out. It's not the highest on damage, but it's a very solid anti-air. That looked like an overhead, obviously wasn't. And at close ranges, that anti-air can be used as a counter like we saw there. Zazie, low on life. And the sweep takes it. Mukku with a win. Jin wins on match point now, I think. Final round, let's go. 1-1 on this match. Mukku starts off with the damage. Almost half a bar, more than a third, almost a half a bar of life advantage. This is gonna be a hard round for Tuskis. Looking really rough here. Oh, Mukku going for perfect round. Can he get it? Oh, no, he's lost a little bit of health, but that's almost a perfect. That's some bad manners. That's rude. That is rude. That is the biggest win of the evening so far. GG coins into the game, and Tuskis is down. Mukku takes the W. That's the first 4 matches done, and I will need to set myself available to be challenged. NINLIA should be the 4th player, or the 8th player in the 4th match to challenge me. So NINLIA player 1 should send out the challenge. Let's see if we get that. NINLIA's online. If not, I'm gonna send out the challenge in just a second. No challenge incoming, let me do it. Challenge. First to do. Let's play ranked, since this game does have a ranked mode. And as usual, when I'm playing, it's a little less talking, a little less talking, a little more button mashing, if that makes sense. You ready? Ready or not, here we go, I'm Lee. And NINLIA is Soundcheck. Geekbox style character. I'm a rushdown character. True and true. Let's go. Okay, he's got the range. Oh. A faster shot on, but NINLIA does have fast throws. He's very good at throwing. Excellent at throwing. That's gonna be punishing. Nope. And then he hits. Tiger knee. Oh my god, that's rough. He's playing quite defensive. Gonna be... I have to be a little bit smarter. Let's go. Too slow. Nope. We'll do a counter support. No, aim in the throw. NINLIA's throwing game is on point today. It's, for me, it's a down forward B or a back B, so the input is real simple. But I'm having a rough time here. So just 4B or 6B for me. But oh my god. Let's do that again, and let's do something different here. Now I did want to do a counter off of a block into a super, but it's just a... like, super input is kind of slow. Bad Tuskis. I can do the makeup. Miss the continuation. Nope. I cannot go for the continuation there. Cannot go for the continuation there. If I do with my rush in, going for the continuation will get punished. But then again, I am playing against a more experienced player. Oh, and no air blocks. Could have been a kick there. Would have comboed. Nope. Whiffed it. Should have gone for the super. Decided to go for the air combo instead and whiffed it. Had my opportunity there. But I was too excited to play properly. It's 4-6-1 to AB. GG NINLIA. You deserve that. Let's see NINLIA do better in the tournament, taking a little bit of a loss here, but that's a GG and a more experienced player. By the way, NINLIA, welcome to the chat. I see your practice in the game has paid off. Hope it does well for you coming up in the tournament. So next up, we are gonna see some losers bracket action. It's gonna be games 5 and 6. That's gonna be the first round of losers, and that's gonna be Fraeon's Ray versus Farword's Clown. Then I'm gonna be playing against Tuskis. So that's gonna be the losers bracket coming up. Fraeon and Farword first. I mean, even after taking that beating, I still think it's a very fun fighting game. I like the pacing of the game. I like the damage output of the game. Not sure if I enjoy every matchup in the game, and I do like games with big rosters, that's for sure. Now, having these 7 in top row, 6 in the 7 at the bottom, 6 at the top, 13 characters is good enough. It's not a tiny roster game. Maybe it's not a super well balanced fighting game, all things considered, but I do like the feel of the game. Let's put it that way, and the graphics here are very good. You didn't realize it shows the spending of chat points messages to everyone else too. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can affect that. The worst part of this game is that the layout is wrong. You get confused with the layout. Well, at least the life bar is where it should be. Yeah, it does say that. I wonder if I can change it in settings somewhere, because I'm not sure what the other channels are doing, Mukku. But be it as it may. At least for me it's easier to see. I mean, if somebody goes like Fraeon did, goes choose a monster, one of the bigger rewards, then at least, you know. At least it's easy for me to read. Lord Tuskis meant the button layout. Well, it's 4 buttons, 2 for the punches and 2 for the kicks, and you can customize it. How hard can it be? I mean, it's punches and kicks. And you can just go into input and select inputs. I'm just using a Neo Geo Arch here. So on the bottom left I have the light punch. On the top left I have the heavy punch, and then middle top, the top row is just kicks. Oh, you gotta go for that arcade perfect setup. Makes sense. Makes sense. So, you know, if you are staying true to the game like that, and it's a weird setup, then I would assume that it takes a bit of a while getting used to. And I've noticed that a lot of the members of the community do not prefer the Neo Geo Arch, or recommend doing like 2 buttons up top and 2 buttons at the bottom. For Neo Geo titles, I don't do that. I just do the arch, so just the way the hand usually rests on the controller, so that the pinky is on the heavy kick, and then the forefinger, middle finger, whatever this is called, is on the light punch. So that's usually the way I hold my hand on my controller. So I just set up every 4-button game into that. Some games I've tried playing with 2 and 2, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, but it hasn't been my thing, hasn't been my jam. And since I usually don't know what the arcade cabinets have, I couldn't go for the arcade perfect, but I do respect that. I do understand why somebody would want to do that. Play the games as they were meant to be played. That's Tuskis' style. But let's get back to the action. Now we should see some dynamites and wheel kicks here. Nice wheel kick over that projectile. No anti-air use there, was too late. But the on-ground wheel kick connects Clown with a throw. And in the roll. And a DDT coming up. But it's not a finisher in this game, it's just a regular throw. You don't get to see a tombstone pile driver, you don't get to see a switching music or stuff like that. It's just a DDT and just race move. So he's got a wrestling move. But hey, Farword takes the 2-1. Clown with W. Let's go Farword. Let's go. I get to see Hell Driver with Zazie. Tuskis, you will have to show us Hell Driver. And you'll have, at this rate, you will have to show me Hell Driver, if you want people to see it. Just messing with you, I hope you get to show it. Wheel kick, the projectile wasted. You will do nothing but throws? Nah. Just do your best. I would not like to play against a handicapped opponent. Wouldn't make any sense. So just do your best. Otherwise I might go for a projectile character and just do projectile so much, and how fun would that be? Maybe for a second, but then it grows all really fast. Oh, this is coming down to the wire. And the DDD with the finish. The bottom layer is a handicap in itself for you. Makes sense, yeah. I mean, muscle memory is a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a drug. Dynamite not connecting, count punch. Just a heavy punch to punish that dynamite. Dy-Dy-Dy-Dynamite. Oh, I got a challenge, but I'm doing a tournament. Oh, I got a challenge in Kabuki Clash. Let me get out of that room. Sorry about that dude who wanted to challenge me to another game. But yeah, the thing with Fightgate is if you are challenged into a match in a game, well, you are active in all the channels. You can have 3 channels you are joined in and you can get challenged into each of those games. So you don't have a per game activity status, at least I haven't found one. So that was a challenge you heard into another game and I'm not gonna accept that since I am now playing Karnov's Revenge and streaming Karnov's Revenge. That's a stun. Clown, putting the work in. And no punish on that dynamite. Instead, the punishment attempt is too late and will it. Smack. Does the clown say smack? Yeah, I mean, it's probably just smack. Well, pick a card, yeah, any card, and with that, Fraeon is out and Farword continues. Snap? Probably snap. But that match is done and done with, and next up it's me versus Tuskis and Zazie. Tuskis, you are player 1, go ahead and throw out the challenge whenever you feel like it. I am ready to play. Challenge sent and accepted. Here we go. Let's play some Karnov's Revenge. Lee Zazie. Let's go. There we go. Do wish you would go for something but throws. I do wish.
Round 2, fight!
Okay, there we go. I couldn't get the throw in. Wanted to do that. Hell driver! Nope. My anti-air kick is just a little bit too slow on the wake up. Couldn't get the wake up in. I think you can. It's a what is it? 236 input. It should be a wake upable. Hell driver. I whiffed my super. I whiffed my super. 4613. 4613 AB and I jumped. I did it. I did a jump for whatever reason. But getting it down fast, I have it partially memorized, so you'll have to excuse me. Let's go, Tuskis. Let's have a good fight. There we go. That's the super. What's up? That's an interesting close-up situation. Oh, I can do 3 punches on that in that situation. 3 punches on the ground, light punches going into that rising kick. But I did take a few too many hits on the ground in the corner. There we go. There we go. Got the round in. On match point now. That super connecting felt nice. Oh my god.
Final round. Fight.
Phew. Oh, you can beat that. Nice. That move is so safe. Nope, couldn't get the connection. And the pressure is just too much. I wanted to get that connection in there. Oh my god, that was so close. That was a good round, good fight. Ah, we have 1-1. That's exciting. Get ready. Let's go, Tuskis, it was a good fight. Let's go. Both jumping in at the start. There we are, there we are. Few more of those record type moves into the mix. Worked wonders, let's go.
Round 2. Fight.
For that. Should not go for that. No one hit over. But there we go. Got the Russian in. GG coins into the game. Hard fought. Well done, Tuskis. Well done. Good play. Good play. Man, that was rough. GG's. GG's. Well played. So what happens now? That means Tuskis, NINLIA said that. Oh, NINLIA is saying that his computer had a problem. Universal quantifier, thanks for that. Yeah, it was a good round. Anyway, NINLIA, you didn't miss anything. I was just letting a player know that he didn't miss anything with his hardware problems there. So what's gonna happen next is we are gonna have Lumiahma the Snow Wolverine facing against Universal Quantifier. So Universal Quantifier, you are next. And I'm just gonna let NINLIA know what's coming up. So we are coming up with the 7th match, Lumiahma's Karnov versus Universal Quantifier's Matlock, and then it's gonna be Mukku and NINLIA playing in match number 8. Now I will be playing against either Mukku or NINLIA. And if Mukku is playing as strong as he's been playing so far, maybe I'll get to face up against NINLIA, but now I'm warmed up, so maybe I'll do a little bit better. But before we get that far, before we are at that point, we are gonna have Lumiahma the Snow Wolverine facing off against UQ, the Universal Quantifier. So that's gonna be Karnov versus Matlock coming up next. There we go, let's join in on the action. Now for my character, after I go for the rushing punch, that's the 2, 3, 6. So fireball motion into a punch, I can do a short or a long version of it. I can follow it up with a 6-6 punch, so that's forward punch. So I do have a follow up on it, but the way I hold my joystick is it's not kinda optimal for that movement. But let's consider this match instead of what I was doing or should be doing. And did you see that balloon connection there? It's a really unpredictable move in a sense, and it's got that huge cross-up potential. It's kind of super safe move. And I do expect to see quite a few balloons every time Karnov is on the field. But Matlock is doing a hell of a job here, fighting against Karnov. And we have a stun. At least when the stun comes in, it's very easy to read because of the major boing sound effect. Matlock with the spinning bird kick there, taking the W. And a breakdance, come on there. Yeah. Matlock looks like a character that is appropriate for the Pride Week. Certainly does look like a scene character, if you catch my drift. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. Right, overhead kicks and comb spins basically, but we are all even on the damage. That throw does give Matlock a little bit of a lead, but the balloons are a little far off. Kinda safe though, so even if the balloon doesn't connect at that distance, if you pull it back just a little bit, it's quite safe. Dy-Dy-Dy was so progressive, yeah, ahead of their day. And the overhead kick is enough. Matlock with the W. So that's Universal Quantifier 1-up, and the Snow Wolverine is in dire straits here in the winner's bracket. Will Karnov connect with the flame projectile? Will he get a combo of that balloon? No, come on Karnov, come on Snow Wolverine. Yeah, fire connecting. This is one of those games where you have that cool fire effect, that old school, the whole dude just burns up in a huge ball of flames fire effect. And that's one of my all-time favorite fire effects of fighting games. It's just the whole character burning up. And that's what I want to see when a fireball connects. Just the dude is just burning up. That's the way it should be in old school fighting games. That's the effect I want to see. Matlock in serious trouble. Karnov coming in with the balloon. Goes for the continuation, goes for the combo attempt. And a low balloon. Safe low balloon. No punish on that, but the overhead kick connects. And Matlock is coming in with some pressure. Wins the midair. Karnov crosses the gap with the balloon and now opts to go for the fire. And it connects. You cannot air block, you cannot jump over that with a direct up jump. That was not the correct move. And Lumiahma takes the round. Fighting to stay in the tournament. Let's go. Hurricane connecting. And the overhead kick is putting in some serious work. Being under pressure. Not a situation where Karnov wants to be, but he does have the safe balloon to get out of jail free card at least. But converting that to damage hasn't been so easy for Lumiahma, and Universal Quantifier takes another round, now on match point. So it looks like Universal Quantifier is fighting to be in the semi-finals. Let's see. No fire connecting, just a little bit too far off. You cannot use that as a starter. You could go for the spinning, bouncing flame attack, but it's kinda slow compared to the flame breath attack. Neither a very good starter. You would expect your opponent to rush in if you wanted the flame to connect. And a nice direction, reverse direction on that balloon. Goes for the fire, gets swept. And a 4-hit combo with an overhead kick once that stun goes in, so Universal Quantified has been practicing that, that's for sure. Hurricane. And the overhead kick is beaten by that mid-air elbow attack. Good to know. So that does give Lumiahma a nice button to work with in the air, but Lumiahma will have to try that button against Farword in the losers bracket since Universal Quantify is our winner and will be moving on into the semi-finals. So let's get rid of that beehive sound, that's so awful. Right. Next up we are gonna have Mukku's Jean versus NINLIA Samche. Now we've seen both of these players play. NINLIA had an easy time against me, and Mukku did take Tuskis down. So this is gonna be a good fight. I can feel it in my bones. This is gonna be a good one. Let's see how it goes. We should be ready for that in, well, pretty much immediately, I suppose. Why not? Why not indeed? I still have some hydration left, so let's go with that. Just in time. Mukku versus NINLIA is ready. You'll notice the name of the player is TV_tuttu. That means as seen on TV. And that's NINLIA's old nickname for Fightgate. So when I'm referring to NINLIA, I mean TV_tuttu. That's just the as seen on TV nickname. Okay? And Mukku on chat is with a Q. AO, Mukku with a double Q AO at the end. But that's Mukku with the Finnish spelling there in game. So referring to Mukku. We are seeing similar attempts at Samche pressure as I fell against. Let's see if Jean has a better punish. I couldn't find one when I played, but I wasn't experienced enough against Samche. Let's see if Mukku has had some more practice. We are still seeing some Tiger Knees and Tiger Flames here, well, mostly Tiger Flames. Yeah, there we go. Some knee action coming Jean's way. Badly got that going. And with a flashing lower point. Gigaboom not connecting. Mukku is in real trouble here. Cannot take a hit. Means the mid-air and goes for a combo on the ground, but is blocked, unfortunately. And NINLIA takes the W there. One up. Not one match, but one round up.
Round 2, fight!
Round 2, let's go. Early projectile connects. I do like when the games say first attack or first strike, whenever the first hit connects. It's a psychologically important milestone, getting that first hit in. The opponent is not getting a perfect round, that's for sure. You wanna get that first hit in. I like it when it says 500 or 1000 points for your first attack. This game doesn't have that, but it doesn't take anything away from this game. Now I keep thinking, looking at these pixel graphics in the background, this game would probably look awesome on a CRT. It's very color saturated, but some of the effects are like the fireworks at the back. They are a little too crisp on the emulator. So this is probably one of those games that looks really nice on a CRT. I would expect it to. Pretty much even here, especially with the prey. Mukku is in another gear, in another zone right now, taking down those, bringing in those hits, taking down those hit points. Let's see if he can keep it up. It's just a little bit longer to go, a little bit further to go. The projectile connects, just one combo away from death now, Samche. Or another connection will work. Let's see, there's not too much chip damage in this game, so cannot expect chip out. We'll have to do some damage here. And the spinning bird, the wheel kick connects. And Mukku takes a W. Jean, or Jean like the game says, Jean with GG. Getting ready for a new rival, so one up Mukku. At this rate I'll have to face NINLIA again, that's a scary proposition. But Mukku wouldn't be any easier, so I do have a hard side of the bracket to play against. I don't know, it would be an easy on the other side, but just thinking out loud here. Water pressure. But Mukku comes in with a throw and reverses, well played there. And that evens out the game. once Jean gets in close, he does have some good tools to utilize. Sanjay will do projectiles and do rush-ins with the knee. But when Jean gets in, he does have a rather good moveset, I would think. Of course, I'm no expert at this game, just looking and liking. Looking at what I see and liking what I see. It's really close. But that's a stun! It wasn't close, it was a stun. Did I hear the sound effect? My bad. So that's actually an easy W for Sean after the connection. I mean, the announcer says it's like genes, you know, Gene wins. It has to be Sean. Gino, Jano, whatever is now in lead, but not a lot of a lead. That helps. And it's a stun. Nice combo there. 4 hits, big damage. And that's Mukku. Mukku with the 2 up. Goes 2-0 here in the winners bracket. Mukku is another semi-finalist. So the semi-finalists are Universal Quantifier and Mukku. But before that we do have 2 more games of the losers bracket. First up. Oh, I mixed the games. It's 9th game is at the bottom. I'm not playing against NINLIA. I'm playing against Lumiahma's Karnov. Now that's a matchup I will enjoy. I wanted to play against this Karnov. The anti-balloon timings have to be on point and they cannot be too early. But I am happy to be playing against Lumiahma. Let's see, am I available to be challenged? I am available to be challenged. So Lumiahma should challenge me in just a second. Let's go, let's have a GG. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun matchup. And I'm gonna be playing against a character I didn't play previously, so that makes me happy. Because had I been playing against NINLIA, I would have faced Samjay again. And we all saw how that went. Instead, I'm gonna be playing against Lumiahma, and we are gonna see some different fighting game action here. Let's go and face off against Karnov. More button pressing, less talking, you know the deal here, you know the drill. Let's go. Oh, that's not a good count of that. Got the hit confirm into the dash. And that's a W. That's an exciting round. Feels good. Shouldn't spam. Should be yeah, I'm gonna read that in just a second. Yeah, I cannot read that midair. Not enough. Which is it? Oh, it's a tie. How's it gonna go? Double KO, it's a win for both. Got it. Yeah, Jean-Pierre's name is supposed to have the original French pronunciation, but the announcer mistaken this is Jean here and the original fighter's history game. Yeah, got him. Barely. Dash no crease, you make some sense. No. No. No punish. It was up. Facing. Nope. Unfortunate. Ah, yeah. It's all hurtbox. Oh, I mean, all hitbox. I cannot jump against it. I saw the cross up and I thought, okay, I'm behind him. I can go for the jump and punish. Cannot. No, not like that. It's invulnerable. Yeah, I know. I do know it. I mean, my muscles just don't know it. So hard to get out of. Under. Invulnerable until it's not. Yeah, that's right. 1-1. That's rough. That's close. I mean, it's invulnerable until the very end of it, and I should be able to time my anti-S to it. But that said, it was a good round, and it's 1-1, and I get to try again. Let's go. That felt good. It's a good matchup. It's a fun fight. Wanna take it. The W here. There we are. There we are. Should have picked Ray. Should not have picked Ray. One more. Come on, one more. Too slow. Too slow. Wanted to go for the dash in, and I did the long distance dash in there, but I was just a little too slow. Could have beaten that projectile, maybe taken the W there. But that was close, and I got some good pressure in. Yeah, boy, he's ready for that. He's ready for that. And I'm too slow. Look at my reflexes being slow. Wow. Nope. That won't work. I absolutely will not work. Nope. Unfortunate. Good round. Good round. Hey, Green Bee, welcome to chat. You came at a bad time, but I did make it to the well, third fight. So I went to I did get a W here and there, but Lumiahma did turn out the week that could have gone either way. It was so close, and I was all in on that fight. That felt really good. It's a good matchup. It's a fun matchup to play. Felt good. So, Green Bee, if you want to have the brackets, yeah, there you see what's going on. I'm just gonna copy paste it for you. There you are. So we are now battling it out at the semi-final stage. GG's. That was a hard-fought game. Hell of a game. Yeah, really close. And it came down to the wire. Could have gone either way. I just said it. It could have gone either way. Ooh, my heart is still racing. Man, that was a good match. Good match. But up next, we are gonna see the losers. Yeah, how's that? Yeah. We are gonna see the losers round 2 fight against with NINLIA, Samjay, and Farword's Clown. So we are gonna see Samjay and Clown battle it out here. That's gonna be losers round 2, and then we are gonna be moving on to the semi-final stage. Okay. So first we have one more regular round game and then semis. So let's get to that. It should be NINLIA and Farword. 2-1. Felt good. Felt good going 2-1. Very exciting game there. And some good connections there. I think I got a better feel for my character at least. So that was worth it for me. I think the clown is cheating at cards. I mean, has somebody seen a purple spade before? I think he's cheating at cards and then throwing them at the opponent. Pick a card, yeah, there you go. Well, I choose knee. Well, then, didn't work very well. I mean, clown is in the corner. Clown is a child molester, so cheating at card isn't behind him. No, is that canon? Is that like actually in the game's law? 100% canon. Oh my god, that's rough. That's fucking rough canon. Is Clown a zone or a mix-up? I mean, if you look at him, Farword has been playing Clown with a few projectiles, but then he can do mix-ups with the spinning attack that he has. That's a very forward-moving attack. Will go for throws, but does have a pretty good projectile, so that's why we are seeing him use it. And NINLIA's Samjay play is a little different to his usual gameplay style. He doesn't do jumpings here. Yeah, Blanco with the Sonic Boom. But we'll see that NINLIA isn't jumping in. He is doing ground and pound gameplay with diagonals and projectiles. So Samjay is of course the kickboxer character, very Street Fighter style character. But is having a hard time against Farword. Now NINLIA did take me out in the first round. NINLIA did take me out. But I couldn't get my pressure going against him and fell under Samjay's pressure instead. But you'll see Farword playing pretty defensively until he's not. And you see NINLIA push him against the corner. And then, there you go. You'll see the rollout come out of the corner. But NINLIA gets to put out the pressure. But yeah. Clown's moveset is a mix of various Street Fighter characters, if you want to put it into Street Fighter terms. If you look at the air attack, that's Vega style, and then of course you've got the Blanca style moves, regular projectile, so it's not a seriously Street Fighter 2 character. These combos remind you so much of Street Fighter 2, yeah, and the combo length and game speed is also pretty similar. This game feels a little bit slower to me than Street Fighter 2 Turbo, but just a smidge, I would say. But the pacing is kind of similar, you are right in that. But of course, these characters will throw quite a few specials. There's no super meter, you can just do supers whenever you want, so there's no point in throwing out useless specials like they do, but that's of course a way to keep your opponent guessing. And now you see Farword transitioning more into an aerial style from this earlier pick-a-card gameplay. So a bit of a mix-up here. And a nice standing heavy punch for the anti-air. Street Fighter 2 wishes it was cool as Fighter History Dynamite. It is definitely a cool style game. I mean, they went for a lot of cool elements, and we've even got Shenlong the Dragon here. Of course, that's blue, and Shenlong is supposed to be green. FHD, Karnov's Revenge, Fighters History Dynamite. The game has two names. This is FHD or Karnov's Revenge. Doesn't it say it at the top? Maybe not. But that's the name of the game. A throw out of that knee. So after the knee connects and is blocked, it's already passive, so you can immediately throw out of it. That was a nice play there. Connecting on that throw there. And Farword finds a way to play against NINLIA's Samjay and takes the W. So Farword will be playing against Lumiahma's Karnov, and that's gonna be coming up immediately. So we are gonna have the losers semis before we do the winners semis. That's the way it'll have to be. because we do have losers for coming up. So next up, NINLIA Subjay and Lumiahma Karnov. Yeah, that was a mistake in the bracket. I just read it from the bracket. Of course, I mean, Farword's clown took the W, so it has to be, yeah. There was a mistake in the brackets. What did I say? I meant to say Farword's clown versus Lumiahma's Karnov first. Clown grab is such a good out of block option. Yep. We saw a nice connection on that. Is it called the clown grab? I don't know the movement names for this game. I mean, unless the characters just yell it out. And a lot of the players do. It's like the dynamite or what have you. They'll just yell out the move names, but not everything. But if it's called the clown grab, yeah, maybe it is. Where do I have the moves? Let's here. Let's see what the clown's moves are. I do have the move list here. Let's see what it's called. Is it actually the clown grab? It's called a rollover. Yeah. It's just back B or forward B. So 406B. And that's just rollover is the name of it. Pick a card, head stamp, spin attack, and spin drop are his moves. And he's a hold character. Even the pick a card is a hold move. It's hold back or forward punch. Interesting. It's a really short hold. That's a really quick projectile to come out if it's a hold. Shoutouts to GOH Bennett. Yep. Anyway, do we have another match coming? We do. Snow Wolverine, Lumiahma versus Farword coming up, coming our way right now. Right here on this Twitch channel. Come on, Lumiahma, you did well against me. Let's go, take down the clown. I wanna see Karnov moving on into the final stages, or the semi-stages. I wanna see Karnov at the very end of the tournament, so come on Lumiahma, let's get it going. You can beat that projectile clown. Don't pick a card now. Yeah. Good balloon connection there. Let's go. And some kind of pressure in the corner there. And that's a stun. Let's see the combo. Yep. 2 hits into that big knee. Well done. And that's a solid round. The fire connecting. And Lumiahma, the Snow Wolverine, is 1-up.
Karnov wins. Round 2, fight.
First attack, Clown. But Clown is already... Yeah, but Clown is already blinking. That was just a couple hits to the head and he's already next to being stunned. Now, I wonder if that's something that's random. Or maybe some characters do more stun damage. I did get challenged. I need to put myself out of the contention there. Sorry about that sound effect. So I won't be challenged again. But I am spectating a stream. I can't be playing more Final History Dynamite. I do want to play more of this. It's a fun game. And another hit connection on that balloon, isn't it? You don't know for 100%, but you think all the weak points have the same health, okay? So maybe some characters deal more hit point damage then. Because that was 2 hits into blinking out of Karnov. So maybe Karnov's heavy punches have extra, or maybe it's just heavy punches doing extra and he did get early heavy punch connections. But oh my god, that's down to the wire. And the roll connects. And it's 1-1. That was down to the last pixel. Not the invisible magic pixel, but down to the last pixel.
Final round, fight.
Smack! Yeah, it's snap, it's called snap. It's actually called the spin attack, but he does say snap when doing it. Ballooning over the pick a card. You'll notice that the pick a card sound effect has priority over balloon. That was slick. It was slick. Come on, Karnov! Get a connection now. Nice balloon mix up and the headbutt. That's the throw. But the cross up connects. And now he's done. And down goes Karnov. Farword with the matchup. Yeah, that's 2-1 in the first 3 rounds. So Farword is up by 1. Now get ready for a new rival. Actually, it's the same rival, but let's not tell anybody. Come on now. Snap. Yeah, the balloon is cut off whenever Clown goes for pick a card. I do prefer the balloon balloon sound effect over the pick a card. So I wish it was the other way around. Anyway, be it as may, it's pretty even here in the early stages of the fight. But the snap connects. And now Karnov under pressure. Will he use the balloon to get out of there? No. He uses the light attack. Balloon is blocked, but the kick is not. And a nice punish there. Wonder if that was intentional. But hey, you throw and sometimes you connect. And that's a stun. We saw a 4-hit connection, now we did see a 3-hit connection only on that. That's a bit of a missed opportunity. But it's still good damage. And the fire connects. Corner balloon into corner pressure. Serious corner pressure. But Lumiahma is able to jump out of there. And that is a difficult move to read. That's a hard move to block. 8 seconds on the clock. Karnov with a significant life advantage. Will he time out? No! Cloud goes for the dash in and gets burnt. Yeah, that's V for victory.
Round 2.
Karnov 1-up on a match, not on a match point, but looking to tie the series. And a couple hits and already Clown is blinking. It's more hit point damage. It's more hit point damage when Karnov goes for those head hits. So definitely a chance for Sterling. So Karnov is the mix-up character. Oh, he's the balloon guy. But I mean, just take a look at his moveset. Lumiahma is not using his ground slide very much, but he is getting some good value out of that balloon. Now I feel in this game, Karnov is a little bit defined by that balloon attack. You see a lot of it and it's such a good move that he kinda gets pigeonholed into it. But Karnov does have a projectile, Karnov does have a short range flame attack for defense. What we haven't seen is very solid rush in defense from Karnov. But Karnov seems to do a lot of stun damage. So yeah, a bit of an everything going for Karnov. He's the boss character, of course. The losers are cool. He's the boss character. Also, I do like the Tanuki statues on this stage. Yeah, spin. And snap connecting, will this be punished? One more hit to the head should be a stun. Now if Karnov can get the heavy punch on the head and get the stun in, that'll be a W here. But he will need to connect with something and cannot get snapped. Nice air attack, but the snap connects. In trouble now, in real trouble now. Does a neutral jump, and the neutral jump is not a good choice. Maybe went for a balloon or something and whiffed? Because that was a weird choice to do in that situation. A good read by Farword though. And a nice rushing. Yeah, Karnov's rushing does more damage. But that's Clown's big combo there. Very scary. No punish there. I mean, for a hold character, Clown can spam these specials all day long and those are all hold moves. So Farword is really on point with those hold timings. That's such an important thing. All of these specials, hold back or down back. So you can be holding your down back and you can get into any other move of that down back. But you will have to be holding it all the time while you play. So Farword doing a really good job there. And now we are going to see the winners semi-finals. And the winners semis are going to be fought between Universal Quantifier and Mukku. So UQ, the Matlock versus Mukku, the Jean. Coming up next on Lobsmag's Twitch TV channel. Only tonight. Anyway, let's hope we have a good fight here in the winners semis. It's been a while. We saw Universal Quantifier playing match 7 and this is now match number 12, so it's been quite a bit of battling. So let's hope that they are not too cooled down. Let's hope that both players are ready to have a good clean fight and let's hope it goes the distance. Here we go. The punk rocker versus the romantic. That's a cool hairdo. That's a cool hairdo on Matlock. I mean, look at that. He's got a green arrow on his forehead, maybe shaped out of hair, and then of course the big bit of pointy hair. Let's see if we get any dynamites in this fight. Projectiles, yeah, but what about dynamites? Overhead kick has been a very good tool for universal quantifier in this tournament so far. He's gotten some serious value out of that overhead kick. And then we see a corner play. That's a mind game situation, and you'll see he didn't do the same thing 2 times in a row, and then decided to go for projectiles, so very unpredictable, difficult to defend against, but the jumping is punished. Mukku fighting back and does slide under projectile, well played there. But opts to go for projectile in a no projectile situation, and Universal Quantifier takes advantage of that mistake. We did have an option for going for damage, but decided for the projectile, and it wasn't to his advantage. Unfortunate. But round 2, let's go. Overhead kick is punished. Nice. But then again not. Playing a solid game as shown. You get some hee vibes from Meatlock. Oh yeah. But I mean, he's supposed to be a wrestling type character. I mean, look at his boots and he will do a DDT. So maybe he's like a super like goody two shoes kind of face character. I mean, this does look like a wrestling pair. And I mean, Meatlock is an obvious heel. He'll go for a low blow any day. But John is the all French, all good face of a wrestling promotion type character. Oh, double overhead kick connection. And that's enough. That was some nice overhead kicking. Meatlock taking the W. Universal Quantifier gets a hold on that final spot. Will Mukku go there directly, or will he have to battle it out with the losers? We'll see. But Universal Quantifier is 1 up. Best of 3, first to 2, them's the rules. Mukku with early live lead. Yeah, projectiles connecting, but they don't do as much damage in this game, so I wouldn't be too concerned about a few projectiles connecting. It's gonna come down to the big combos and big punishes instead. Also, how can you be a face when you have a flash kick that moves you backwards? Yeah, well, them's the breaks. I mean, how can Roman Reigns still be in wrestling even though he's probably the most hated wrestler ever? I mean, it's a weird sport, right? Or a weird form of entertainment. What was that stun? That was interesting. That was a weird interaction, by the way. But hey, there's the breaks, and John takes the round. Mukku doesn't wanna go to the losers. By the way, did Roman Reigns turn heel a while back? Maybe he's a heel now. I think that suits him better. I really hated his face push. I mean, he was pushed so hard as face. He's pretty liked nowadays since he's been a top heel. Yeah, I think I heard that previously. I mean, the last I saw him, he was a major face and they pushed him real hard, and I didn't like that. So, I mean, turning into a big heel, probably the smart move for him. But who's he got a face? I mean, who is he feuding against then if he's the big heel? Who's the face nowadays? Most boring wrestler since 80s Hulk. Oh, come on, brother. That's the Hulk. We all know that The Undertaker is the best wrestler of all time, but still, be as may, who is Roman's major opponent then? Who is the face? If Roman is the heel now. I wonder. Maybe I should get back into watching wrestling. JX said I would approve. Oh man, it's coming down to the wire. 3 seconds! Meatlock with the life lead, that's enough! Throwing projectiles to keep the opponent out. That was a clutch bit of damage, and that was really long, and that was really close. It reminds me, maybe we could have a tourney for WWF WrestleMania. I mean, I would love to play a wrestling game, and I would love to stream a wrestling game. Now, there's a million wrestling games out there, but I'm up for playing wrestling games for sure. Yeah. And I mean, there's a lot of platforms and a lot of games for wrestling. And I think we have a lot of wrestling fans in the community. Yeah, that would be a good time. Certainly would be a good time. I mean, we have become boxing games, we have become fighting games, why not wrestling? It's more like a Mortal Kombat game with heavy wrestling influences. Yeah, well, as long as it's got bean downs and you can do throws out of a crabble, I'm all for it. But I want my wrestling fighting game to have bean downs. But hey, let's spend a little more time on Fighters History Dynamite here, because that was a close round and Mukku takes it. So that's 1-1 and it's gonna come down to this, so who will go straight to the finals, who will have to fight Farword's clown in the losers? It's coming down to this match, and it can go either way. These players are evenly matched, and that's what we wanna see here on this channel. We do wanna see them battle it out. This is my kind of fight, so let's go. Jan getting low on life in the beginning, that throw connection. Breaks the Tanuki statue, that's bad luck. That's gotta be bad karma. What does he say? Gakan or something? Still. Now Jan, sending out some pressure, but not enough, and gets stunned. 2 kicks into an overhead. But Matlock takes a big connection there. Jan with a life lead, but there's plenty of time. Doesn't get a double overhead kick connection, no, both overheads, not back to back, but still 2 overheads connecting, and that projectile worked for Matlock. Jan got hit, but goes for extra projectiles there, and down goes Shin. It's universal quantify on match point. Come on, Mukku, clutch it out. Let's go, Mukku, let's go. Don't get caught out by that spinning wave, how about that? Good blocking there. Now gets in. But the overhead kick, a strong tool in universal quantifier's arsenal. The overhead kick is so good. It's so hard to defend against. But Mukku does find the punish. Gets thrown back in the corner. In real trouble. I mean, this will have to be some clutch fighting gameplay here if Mukku takes a W. Nice slide in. Goes for a few save attacks. And wins with the projectile trade. Nice play there. But Jan cannot afford to take hits. And Matlock, universal quantifier, can afford to buy this time. He doesn't need to do the damage. But will if presented an opportunity. Down goes Jan, and Mukku is relegated to the losers bracket. Universal quantifier is our other finalist. But before the finals, we will have to see who is our second finalist. We know it's universal quantifier. Will it be Farword or Mukku? That's coming up next. So this is gonna be the winner, losers finals, and then we are gonna see who is our last finals pair. I think I'm gonna make ready. I think I'm gonna make ready for the vote here. Yeah, the finals winner is either universal quantifier or somebody else. We'll see who it is. But I'm gonna set it up here. So, as is tradition here, you will get to vote 1 minute when the finalists are announced. You will have 1 minute to vote with your channel points for your preferred fighting game fighter. It'll be universal quantifier or the winner of this match, and of course, the winners of that vote, whoever will have the right prediction, will take home the channel points, split up between the correct soothsayers. So that's coming up after this match. So we don't get to vote yet, but it'll be there for the next match. I'd read a little bit before the finals. Jan versus Clown. Mukku versus Farword. My money is kinda on Mukku, but Farword can pull off a surprise here. He's been playing a solid game as a Clown. Gets the stun. 1, 2, 3. Decides to opt for the spin combo. It's interesting that he can go... Hey, Turnburglar, welcome. It's interesting that he can go for the roll over that jump in. He went for a jump in and could pull off a roll there, but it's a charge move. Interesting. So you can... It's a really short hold for clone. Happy to have you here on the channel, welcome. So, where are we now? We are in real trouble on Mukku's side of the board. Mukku beats the snap with a projectile. The roll was coming out and Mukku had a correct timing for the projectile, but just not enough life.
Round 2.
John vs Clown feels like a weird matchup. Yeah, it is. And John would like to get close, and Clown is just zoning here. Just keeping him at bay. I mean, look at this. It's not the most interesting battle that we've seen tonight. Would have preferred to see Karnov fighting at this stage. John is constantly trying to get close, and the Clown will just push him away, and then keep sending out projectiles. Yeah, okay, snaps. Laying the win, yeah, that's for sure. Now Farword is transitioning to snaps or rolls, but that didn't work out so great, and now there's a damage opportunity. Yeah, Jante and Mukku will take a damage opportunity. I mean, he's a solid player, and if you're playing against Mukku and you get stunned, you are gonna be in a world of hurt, that's for sure. So 1-1, well played, let's go. Snap, beaten again. That projectile is a good tool. And the midair connection, well, that whiffed, but it was a safe whiff. Top 3 is all sonic boomers. Well, them's a break. Sometimes, you know, it do be like that. Maybe sonic boom is such a good move. Who knows? God, I go fast, yeah. I mean, this game doesn't have blast processing, so it's not like Sega fast, but it's still a pretty fast fighting game. Man, I miss the days of blast processing. And they advertised Sonic as hella fast, but then, you know, it's not a very fast platformer. Outside of like the Green Hill Zone, Sonic is not a super fast platforming game, but it's just, you know, they did push the blast processing so hard back in the day. And then they titled Sonic the fastest video game character, and it's not a really fast platformer, it's kind of a methodical platformer in a sense. But hey, Mukku with a W in the early stages here. Let's see if Mukku goes to the finals. That would be another Universal Quantified Mukku final. It's still not like we haven't seen that before, but hey, good players are good players, and I've got nothing against that. Respect to those who win games. Nice damage opportunity for Clown. Did get the stun in. Mukku going for the projectiles. The projectile has been working for Mukku so far. The jump-ins haven't been super successful, and the snap has been good for Farword. Okay, Farword clinging on into the fight, clinging on into the continuation here. Clown will need 3 rounds, John only 2. Let's see. It's kinda close though. It's kinda close. And now we are seeing some Clown pressure. Actually, Clown going in for the damage and moving up and moving ahead. So Farword has changed up his playstyle a little bit, but Mukku is ready for that. But it's still even on life. Nice read on that landing. That's a weird bit of music at this stage. Very high pitched. McCoy in the corner will not be enough. But now Mukku has the range and can keep Farword under pressure. Nitrax. That spin kick was a really good connection. And a nice read against that snap. Well played. Mukku moving to a match point here.
Final round. Fight.
Come on now. Mukku a match point. Will we see Universal Quantified Mukku in the finals, or will Farword be able to tie it up here? We'll see in the next 90 seconds. A lot of snaps here. But it keeps Mukku under pressure, keeps Mukku in the corner. Gets out. As soon as I call it, he gets out. But there was a time there where Farword was able to create some corner pressure. Also threatening to rush. like ready to go, like dad ready to confiscate Legos. Yeah, and it's a threatening character all around. I mean, the snap comes out quick, and it's just an alternate input on the down back hold. So if you see he's holding, you don't know if he's gonna come out with a projectile or if he's gonna come out with a roll or with that air move. So you cannot read much into a clown holding, because he's got 3 options out of that down back hold, or is it 4 options of the down back hold? But it's all holds, so you can't really read anything into it. So it's difficult to jump in against clown. Farword takes it. Takes it. It's 1-1. We are going the distance here. Come now. Who is gonna be our finalist? That's up for grabs, and it's going to be decided here in this match. Now this is more like the first match we saw. Clown being pushed slowly towards the corner, and Jean coming in trying to get that middle distance going. Trying to use his reach to his advantage, where he can still do projectiles, connect maybe with a sweep. But in the second match, where Farword won, we did see some clown pressure, and maybe he will transition back to that pressure. Mukku is a methodical Jean player, that's for sure. And he's a very calm player, not like me who get all excited and start mashing in excitement, no. Mukku is a very methodical player, does misread a block and takes another roll, third roll in a row connecting. Roll has been doing some work, 12 seconds on the clock, but Farword with a sweep. Fucked up cross up, yeah. It's Farword on a match point with that sweep. It's very possible that we see Universal Quantifier Farword finals. Very possible. Yeah, more possible by every second. John is already more than half down. Will Mukku find an answer? He will have to come up with an answer really quickly now. This will have to be clutch play by Mukku to cling on to the life here. Is behind a significant life lead. This will be so hard. And those snaps rolling out and connecting. And Mukku with no answer goes down for the last time. And that's Mukku out of the tournament. And Farword is our other finalist. Wow, good match. So you get to vote. Will it be Universal Quantifier on blue or Farword in pink? You have 1 minute. So now's the time to use those channel points. Winners take them all. It costs you only your channel points. It's like gambling, but not really, so if you're against gambling, you don't know how to do it. But if you are in for a bit of fun here on the channel, go ahead and vote, because I cannot. I have like infinite points for testing purposes, but I don't think I can vote for anyone. So who is gonna be our winners finalist? We've got 30 seconds left. It's all Universal Quantifier now, so if we have any points for Farword, that'd be awesome. It's 1000 on Universal Quantifier and no points on Farword, so get those point predictions in for Farword. Even on 10 points, you stand to win quite a bit. Hit that vote button. No? Any takers? Last seconds? Country doesn't allow you? Yeah. For sure. Aw, that's not enough action on the old betting board there. Well, no matter. We are gonna go to the finals. Betting's closed. Voting's closed. Whatever you wanna call it. It's closed and now it's time for action. We be 1000 on... Oh, it says you're voting on Farword. For whatever reason, it doesn't show any drops on that side for me, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is what it is. So I'll have to remind you, since this is the finals, Farword is moving in from the losers bracket, meaning he will have to win twice to take home the finals title. It's best of 3 only if Universal Quantifier wins. But if the Farword wins the first best of 3, we will do a reset and fight a true secret hidden last final, okay? Nice airplay there. And this is a more active matchup. I do like this better than what we saw last fight. This is actually quite exciting. And that's a big stun. Now can he do all of that damage? He can. The spinning kick is just so powerful. Yeah, Farword with a few Universal Quantifier and Matlock with a few break moves, and there's the bad manners at the end of the fight. Yeah, Matlock picking a few cards there. That's a bad way to start a fight. Good anti-air play. Clown there. Come on! Yeah, you're right. And a nice jump over that spinning wave into another ground spin. That's well played by Farword. Now jumping in, getting into that close distance. Matlock has been switching up between playing long distance projectiles and then just getting in and doing that damage. Not enough damage on that stun. Now Matlock will have to counter stun, but the roll bounces off the back of the screen. Bounces back and is still active, does some damage. That was an interesting reaction. Yeah, it bounced. I didn't know it does that either, but now we do. So be on the lookout for the spins against the corner. You don't want to jump neutrally in the corner to go over the spin. It'll hit you on the downward slide. Interesting. And that's a lot of damage on the head. Almost stunned now. A few more big hits on that clown's head will stun. Let's see if Matlock gets those hits in. Oh, that low hit also did some damage on the weak point. So that's 3 damage and Universal Quantifier lead. Saketo, welcome to the stream. New tech for Clown. Clown actually top tier. Yeah. But the thing with the tiers is, they are all on paper and it all comes down to execution. And when you are playing a game like this, well, execution matters more than the tier of your character. Anyway, Universal Quantifier with the 1-up is now looking to take home the title here. Universal Quantifier will need to just win this one more match. Let's see if Farword can get a win here. Come on, Farword. You can do it. You've been fighting so hard all tournament. Don't fade now. I mean, Farword has been battling it out as the clown. And he's in a rough matchup, it looks like. Yeah, Universal Quantifier wants to be the champion of the evening. Spinning wave connecting. Doesn't get the double. And well, does pick a card in return. Both players eating some projectiles. But it's not the projectile I have to be worried about. It's the spinning wave. Or spinning kick, whatever. The wheel kick. Hey, Hurricane connecting as a punishment into wheel kick. Well done. And the overhead kick, finish it there. It's Universal Quantifier on a match point. Come on. And one more round, is it? Or will Farword get it over here? Come on, Farword, do your best. Well, the overhead kick connects. The overhead kick is so punishing, and that's a stun. Is Universal Quantifier going for perfect? No, but is in a significant lead, and this is gonna be rough for Farword. Should Farword win this all the way through? That'll be a clutch play if we ever saw one. But we will need to see a different Farword for that to happen. I mean, Universal Quantifier has been strong today, very strong, and still playing very hard. You know, doing heavy pressure with that overhead kick in the corner. Does a neutral jump into a punch and stops that air attack. Universal Quantifier is looking really strong at the end of the evening here. And it's all coming down to the next few hits. And the Hurricane is it. Universal Quantifier is our finals winner. Let's get